Welcome to Your Anime Senpais. I'm Richard.
And I'm John.
And John, today we're going to be watching and reacting to My Hero Academia Season 5, Episode 95.
Oh, yeah.
So, last episode, of course, we'll talk about it. We had the end of the second round between Class A and Class B, with Class B taking the win. I don't want to say dominate, but they did,
they had a clean sweep.
They had a clean sweep, yeah.
4-0.
But they really had to struggle for it towards the end there. Like, Class A was making their comeback, but it was just too little too late. Momo's planning and Dark Shadow and new abilities of Dark Shadow and Tokiami, wasn't quite enough to take the win for Class A. So it is what it is, but I believe now we're going to be going on to the third match. After, hopefully, of course, we're going to have some flashbacks and we're going to talk about and blah, blah, blah. But then maybe halfway through the episode we'll get to the next match.
Right.
So we'll see. Fingers crossed.
After some biased, commentary.
Right, exactly, of course. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Do you want a cough drop? Okay, thanks. Oh, yeah, I guess they could go to Recovery Girl, but come on, man, that's still much.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit.
After it's over.
Yeah.
Oh, so we gotta wait. Oh, it's gonna change location. Okay.
Wait, really?
Or maybe we will take a break.
God. I hate this guy, but I like this guy. It's a good thing she's back to keep him under control. Recently, more like the entire time he's been here in this school.
I don't think it was as apparent to everyone else, though.
I guess
he's just making it. Well, ever since All Might became a teacher, it's becoming more and more
true. What? That's a good point, because if it goes... It's a good point. And if he goes, like, berserk, or if he just loses control, then that could be disastrous.
Of course.
That sounds kind of dirty, actually.
You're being too obvious.
Hey, we're having another flashback.
What? This scene again? It's going to take at least another 5 seasons.
Probably. Sure. I mean, that could be a good thing, I guess, because maybe it'll help him gain more control over One for All. But
yeah, maybe it was that mental struggle that kind of awakened it.
Potentially. Ah, okay. Todoroki.
Oh, they're gonna go for him first. They're going to have
probably. They got a good team, though.
Wow, that's... Yeah. This is going to be good.
True. So I'm assuming Ida's going to be the one that's going to be the brains here. Oh, yeah. I kept thinking his brother died.
He was close.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Apparently not. And apparently you just gave away your position. Huh.
Right.
I like that. Wow. Well, that's probably him.
Watch, he's gonna be like the first one caught.
Probably.
So he just wants to draw him over.
I guess so.
I don't care.
It's true, like have him be like the what? Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, you guys can like just make him kind of like the diversion, and then you guys can plan around that. You guys want to do that?
If you want to fall into that?
Yeah, I know, right? I'd be super cautious about that.
Right.
Okay. Through social media.
Right.
Oh no. through messaging system.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I await your reply. Like a good father.
Shoto. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's gonna melt his phone if it keeps it up.
I mean, couldn't he just
Todoroki's weak attack.
couldn't he just do it again? You know, more ice.
Maybe.
Drill hands, drill limbs.
It's Drill Man. Gyrate.
Huh. Drill that pierces the heavens. Yep.
I mean, if you go fast enough, though.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the point. Oh.
Huh.
Oh.
Are they kind of like hawk's wings or feathers?
Huh. Horn cannon.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess they are kind of like his. Ooh.
Huh.
I don't think he has to worry about that.
If he were to actually freeze him, would it actually like treat it like metal and freeze him? I mean, I know like, you know, if it were a human, it would, but like, would it be more effective against metal?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Is that he couldn't use that for very long.
I think, I was gonna say, I think he's improved on that by now.
Mudman. They were made for running, huh?
I knew it. I knew it as soon as he struck that pose. I was like, yeah, they're gonna stop it right here.
All right, Battle 3 has commenced.
Yep.
Who do you think is gonna win? Yeah, finally. But who do you want to win? What are your predictions?
Honestly, I'm fine with either side winning. I do feel like it's going to be Class A, and maybe I'm just kind of biased on this, but I do feel like it's going to be Class A just because I feel like, despite how they got kind of tripped up, I still feel like Todoroki and Ida are both really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just going to be too hard for the other team. As I can tell right now, it's going to be too hard for the other team to really, take them down. Especially Todoroki. I mean, he's got some crazy powers, and I just don't really see them being able to work around that. I mean, unless something crazy happens, but I just don't see it happening. So I have a feeling it's going to be Class A, but honestly, I'd be good one way or the other.
Yeah, yeah.
But as far as this episode, I thought it was good.
It's a good start.
Yeah, it was a good start. Again, a little bit too much for the flashbacks, and even have flashbacks within like actually, 10 minutes after having the actual scene itself. It's like, oh, we flashback back to that scene again. It's like, I don't know. I know I keep complaining about it, but it's just like I feel like we're kind of.
It feels like filler.
It kind of feels filler. It feels a little bit too much like filler. Like they're just keep throwing it back in there. Like they're trying to pad the time, which I get it, but at the same time it's kind of annoying. So whatever.
Yeah, if this were like a continual series like Naruto or One Piece, I would understand.
Yeah,
I would say okay, they're trying to space it out because they got to make it last, and they have no season breaks.
Yeah, right.
But we've had breaks. They've had time. They have plenty of material.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're just kind of trying to stretch this arc a little,
maybe
too far, maybe.
But even still, once they got to the battle, it was very interesting. I did feel like Team B just kind of going off, like just straight up starting to destroy things, not going in without a plan.
Yeah.
Although to be fair,
they did adapt pretty well.
Well, they adapted, but also Team A just went straight after them without much of a plan either, it seems. So, I mean, they kind of had a little bit of a plan.
They had like little makeshift plans where they were like, okay, we'll
just go here, but then it's like, I don't know, it just seemed like they were, I don't know, it still felt a little bit too off, a little bit too much of a...
Too clumsy, maybe?
Too clumsy, and it's like because even Ida was just like, oh, well, even if he softens the ground or something, that doesn't matter when you got ice, but it's like, well, he just softens the ice, and it's like, yeah, why didn't she? I mean, of course, I was thinking in the back of my mind, I was like, well, why wouldn't he just do that? And then then you fall into a pool of mushy ice somehow or another.
Yeah, it's like pudding, maybe. I don't know. That's what I visualize this as. It's almost like I don't know, that kind of softness, but maybe a little bit more.
But regardless, they did seem to recover pretty well. So, and actually a lot faster than the previous round of Team A. So. We'll see. I mean, things happen. Things can happen. It's not over until everybody's in jail, or at least everybody on the other team is in jail. So I don't know. But how'd you feel about this episode?
I agree. I'll just give it one thumbs up because I do think it has more potential in the next episode. Yeah. Now I kind of went with Class B winning on the second round because I think it's going to be good tension. That's more what my thought process is.
The third round, I mean?
Well, no. For the second round, I wanted Class B to win. Gotcha. Remember? So I was that's my mindset is you don't want the whole main cast to just win it all right out. You want to have a little like that they might not be perfect. What? So yeah, then winning round 1, I expected Class A to start off strong.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, it started making me doubt whether they were gonna win or not, and ultimately Class A didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
Now this one, I don't know which way, because there are plus and minuses to both teams.
Okay.
And if I were to maybe think about it strategically to raise the tension level, maybe I would let Class B win again. But there's so many strong characters in Class A that would be like such a shock.
Right.
Like again, it would almost be there would have to be some kind of like hidden ability that they just wild card pull out and he can just like
right, which that could totally happen. I mean, we've seen it happen already a bunch of different times. All these crazy things just come out of the blue. But I feel like Todoroki is just way too powerful for what Team A or Team B has shown so far. I feel like Todoroki is just way too powerful for them to take him down.
And that's true, but they've also hinted at that he has a lot on his mind right now.
True. That is true.
Distracted.
That is true.
So I don't know. I mean, that's why I'm kind of like, well, how are we going to play this? Because I don't know. I mean, I guess, if I were the writer, I would almost just be like, hey, it'd be good either way because it's kind of the middle match, and we got 2 more to go. So, hey, this will be the kind of the tipping point for either of them, actually, because they both have 1 win. So, I don't know. I guess at this point I would be rooting for Team A.
Okay.
I do think I'm going to root for Team A just for, obvious reasons you've talked about. Todoroki, I really like his character, his abilities, his few weaknesses.
And really not even just Todoroki too, but also I mean, like he's also very smart. He may not be as quote unquote smart as Momo per se, but I mean he's still a very intelligent guy, and like he knows. Well, obviously he's also got a power up too, but he also knows his powers pretty well. So it's like I feel like he can come up with something, not really out of the blue, but like he can come up with something very effective to at least take down 1 or 2 of Class B before he himself gets taken down, if he gets taken down.
Yeah.
And then I feel like Todoroki will come in and finish off the rest. Not to say anything about the other 2 guys. I mean, they're cool and all, but I feel like the powerhouses here are those 2.
Yeah, and Ida has said that he does have a 10-minute time limit. So now, are they gonna, maybe try to push it and make him expend his time limit? I mean, they could possibly start softening everything up again, and have him try to bust through over and over and over. I don't know. This one seems like it's gonna be probably longer than 2 episodes or 3, whatever the longest match was. I think this one's going to be a longer fight because I think they're going to try to, just do all these different strategies to kind of slip each other up.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to stick with Team A winning, but I think it's going to be a really good battle.
It'll be a close battle.
So, yeah.
Potentially close. So, how do you feel about Endeavor and his like wanting to try, like, I mean, of course he's been trying to get in touch back with his family, but specifically Shoto, and it's like, stop ignoring my messages.
Stop ignoring messages. I do like the fact it didn't feel like filler to me that we're taking this kind of step away.
Yeah.
Because it does seem like Todoroki is distracted, and maybe that's the reason why is he's reading those messages, thinking about it, and he's still got that like, I don't want to use fire. That's my dad. I don't like that part of it. But he is using it more, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But I think with his dad becoming more a part of his life, he's still maybe having some kind of internal struggle, maybe?
Well,
and maybe I'm just thinking too much into it, but I just figure that might be something going on.
Possibly. Well, I mean, he did say... Well, so he mentioned during this particular match that he was like, well... as things stand right now, I can only use my power of my ice and fire powers at 50%. So I don't think he's really. I don't think he has that hesitation to use fire anymore, but it's more just like, again, the trauma that he suffered through with his dad. So I think that's more about. And plus also text messaging. I think that was more. I don't even think he's read his phone yet because he's been too busy.
Yeah, that's right.
He's been too busy doing this.
He probably just text them. 2 minutes went by, text him again.
Probably,
2 minutes, he's like, why isn't he answering?
Because he's in school.
Yeah. So, I mean, that is a fair point. Yeah. I still appreciate the fact that he's trying.
Yeah.
Right. He's kind of over trying. I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he's overcompensating.
Yeah, overcompensating. Yeah. But I guess, like I said before, I'm glad that they're showing that because it does show that he is genuine about trying. It's not just like one of those things where he's like, well, I tried, didn't work.
Yeah. But I mean, even as a hero, we see a little bit of improvements. He's talked to those kids and it's like, just be careful on your way home. It's like, I mean, he's making small steps. I mean, change like that for someone like him is not going to be like drastic and sudden. It's going to take time for him to, because we don't even really know what his backstory is either, because we don't know if his dad was the one that made him that way, or his mom, or whoever. Maybe he had a parental figure that also was very abusive towards him, because kind of like with Bakugo and his mom, because I remember reading something way back when where someone was talking about how I don't want to say abusive, but like how Bakugo basically has his particular attitude because his mom also has that kind of same attitude, and it kind of rubbed up on him. So
I think the only backstory we've ever gotten about him is how he looked up to All Might, and just kept trying and just never was able to get to his level.
And he seemed like he was the only one that was actually wanting to try to surpass All Might. So could you imagine if he was the one that got one for all Endeavor? How crazy would that be?
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, but if he didn't have All Might to reach for as a goal, I don't think he would have tried so hard.
No. I mean, instead of All Might giving it to Deku, him giving it to Endeavor. I'm not saying that would ever happen.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
like a what if scenario.
What if it came down to that somehow or another? That'd be crazy. But
wow, yeah.
But anyways,
But what do you think about his text messaging?
I thought it was funny. I thought it was very amusing, and like you said, it shows good character growth. During that flashback, though, this just kind of hit me. He kept talking about somebody else, like, he was so close, but he had the constitution of his mother or something, and then so the unmentioned sibling of Shoto. So it's like they keep mentioning him. I'm assuming we're going to get that reveal here pretty soon as to what happened to that lost sibling. Maybe this season.
I guess I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, it's like they're very subtle about, like, because even with their brother, the eldest brother was just like, when they were trying to have dinner together, like he kept accusing Endeavor, and was like, you did this to Shoto, and you also pushed so and so. Sorry again, I forgot. I'm bad with names. I'm very bad with names. But especially with series like this where there's so many different characters, I just can't keep up with everybody. But anyways, they keep mentioning this brother or this sibling, and it's like there's gonna be a big reveal about that. I imagine soon. So I don't know. I don't read the manga, so I don't really know. No spoilers in the comments below, please.
Yeah, we don't really want to know right now.
Yeah, we're just kind of like, I'm just kind of like just throwing it out there. Like, I feel like something like that. There's going to be something about that happening sooner rather than later, potentially.
Okay. So now another thing, just a small little whatever to the sending the kids on their way after he saved them, kind of. I did expect him to maybe crack an awkward smile just as a over trying, but the fact that he didn't, I was okay with because he still was at least concerned or, asking how they were doing or whatever. And
he was acting like a hero.
Yeah. I mean, he still has his character.
He doesn't have his fiery mustache though, so.
I didn't even pay attention to that. Yeah.
I meant to bring it up during the episode, but I was so focused on what he was doing. So, but yeah, he doesn't have that anymore, and I don't think he's got the flaming.
Yeah, I think I was more focused on the scar and things like that. True. So
yeah. But anyways, any other?
I don't think so.
All right. So guys, how did you feel about this episode? And do you think that they'll be able to take down Team or Class B within the 10 minutes? Let us know in the comments below.
And if you enjoyed this reaction, definitely subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell to keep up with the content that we do put out. Do us a favor, check out our Patreon. We do have full uncut episodes that we put on there, and we normally put them up before we release them on YouTube, normally. So, with that being said, we'll see you in the next episode.